Hi there, Stu Harrison, and welcome back to the Think Tank, the Road to Recovery series. I'm pleased to have Terry Guiel with the Peterborough DBIA on the call with me. How's it going, Terry?
It's going really, really busy, but
Yeah,
going good. Yeah.
still drinking from the fire hose, eh?
Yep. But this is what we're here for,
Yeah,
and
you got
fun
it.
members. So we kick it into another gear, and it's we got a great team here. So
Yes, you do.
we're really lucky. We've been well situated for ready for this crisis and to take it on head front.
Well, and that's exactly what you've done. It just got busier this week with the Premier's announcement that there would be some lessening of restrictions on retail as of Monday. I've talked for quite a while that as things were phased out, they will be phased back in. But I'm not sure that we were anticipating an announcement on Wednesday coming this coming Monday, and now everyone's got all of this stuff to figure out. We certainly, both you and I, have been talking about recovery for several weeks, but now all of a sudden there's some things that retailers in particular need to figure out. So from your perspective, what are people most worried about right now as they try to prepare for Monday?
So right now is just wondering, are they one of the lucky ones that get to open? And if not, when? So as you alluded to there, it's all about giving enough warning of so they can prepare. Preparing staff. You've got to, you don't want to be the late one who has to call in your staff and get everybody resituated and up to speed. So we need some runway, our businesses, in order to prepare properly. So not just getting staff ready, but you got to train staff. You're not training staff in a regular work environment anymore. You're training them with high functions on keeping the area clean, how to deal with customers, how do you parade customers in and out, security of the store, signage, washing down surfaces constantly. So there's a whole new regiment of training staff. So that's the biggest thing I'm hearing from our retailers. When can we open? What is going to be the barriers? I mean, clothing stores. Are we allowed, after somebody takes off the clothes, does it go back on they tried it on, does it just go back on the shelf, or do we have to hold it for 24 hours? These are the questions that really the government isn't all that great of answering, because they're not in the retail business, as you and I very much discovered. They need a lot of guidance from our industries, our small businesses on what they need. So you guys have been doing a great job collecting that data. The chamber has, and PKED, and so it's just about preparing our businesses for when those announcements happen.
So I guess the fundamentals for Monday, I think, come essentially from we can take our lead from public health. Peterborough Public Health, for example, has tremendous resources on their website. The Chamber, for example, our dedicated COVID-19 website now has a dedicated page to recovery, and Sandra Duick, our policy analyst, has put together sector-specific tips and tricks, and a lot of it comes from government. There's signage links, there's safe distancing links, there's all kinds of information about
It's an
how to.
amazing
Yeah,
site.
yeah,
Well
thank
done,
you.
Stu, and
Yeah,
Sandra's killing it. It's great. I use
thank
it
you.
constantly to help our
Yeah.
members.
Well, and we'll certainly be posting a link to that after this conversation. But I think we can largely take our cues from the people who have been figuring it out all along. Obviously, grocery stores, for example. If you just take that as an example of some of the things that you have to worry about, both for employee safety and also customer safety as well, I think that's a pretty good place to start.
The good news is we've had 2 months of good best practices happening already with the essential services. So they've been the guinea pigs, the canaries in the coal mine, for lack of better words. So we're going to take a lot of cues from what worked and what didn't there. Obviously, some really great things, creating some specialized time for seniors and those at risk. So, I think a lot of these practices that have been in place, we can simply roll out. But as you know, businesses are as different as you and I, and every snowflake.
Mhm.
So they are going to involve unique things to their businesses as well. Their size of it, how they interact with things. So as long as we have a basis of how they should function, we can build from there. But they are adults. No business owner out there, no entrepreneur wants to have them as the reason somebody captured COVID. So we need to allow them to be adults for I've heard that term used before. We do need them. They're very creative, hardworking, but they also are very caring, especially the small business community. And so, hygiene training for staff and for themselves, constantly cleaning up areas, sanitizing the door handles, allowing debit and credit card preferred payments, especially tap. And signage about how that please practice social distancing, or where to line up on the door at the door, creating those barriers, the plexiglass or other screens. And some things are going to cost, some things aren't going to cost, and that's part of the problem. Some of these can't be so onerous. So people are going to have to, cut some corners, or maybe they're not going to have a 3-foot thick barrier, but they are going to be responsible. And you want to think about, maybe as soon as you enter the door, what do you need? A hand washing and sanitizing station right there, a little cordon off area in the lobby. You want to be able to control your environment better. So think of everything that people touch. Now, restaurants, separating some tables and creating some open spaces. The one good thing about downtown is it's naturally designed for open air, outdoors, because you have to go outdoors from store to store. It's not really a mall setting. So, and we would like to expand on that. We've already had some discussions about what does open streets event look like, where we can, like every weekend, maybe close down certain sections of the street, and allowing like take, for example, our cafe district on 100th Street. Wouldn't it be great to allow everybody, like every Saturday and Sunday throughout June and July, to expand their patios so they still can have the same amount of patrons per their washroom facilities and their permits, but it's spread out further. They're actually creating social distances. Things like this, creative things, we are going to need to be allowed to have those kind of leeway. So we're going to need quick protocols and movements by the municipality and the other levels of government to be allowed to do certain things like that, to recapture some of those financial losses. So we're going to be nimble. Our entrepreneurs they're already asking for this. Let's expedite certain things to allow them to deliver their services.
Fabulous ideas.
Yeah, I mean, I could go over all the all the different the hygiene protocols and that, but there's enough information online for that. But make sure you're posting signs. Make sure you're allowing time to train your staff and keep on them.
Yeah.
Make it your supreme goal that not a single person is going to contact COVID when they're there. And we've got some great practices, some great signage. People need reminding. Especially on nice weather, they're out, they're forgetting about it. They think, well, everything's being lifted. No, we can't let go of this. We've got a very senior oriented community. We have to take more cautions than a lot of other places because we have a more vulnerable community. So take it seriously, continue to take it seriously. And people I've been like that. I'm walking and I'm in a daze thinking about, oh, I got a Zoom meeting with Stu and I'm thinking about what I'm going to say, and I'm not watching that arrow on the floor, right?
Yeah.
And so I get a dirty look because I'm going the wrong way.
Well, you get a dirty look if you get a dirty look if you miss the Zoom meeting too. So
that's true. Yeah, you don't want to miss it.
I
So
think we've certainly set the stage for it, and as we've mentioned, links are certainly in this post, and so just follow the links and you'll get the information for your specific sector. I just want to congratulate you on the Borough, the e-commerce website that you developed. That's just rocking it. You've got kits available for retailers who are looking at opening, and with, you know, signage and plexi and all of that sort of thing, which just is a fantastic move. Looks like you're looking for a kit. Brilliant. Yeah,
oh yeah,
exactly.
we got little well, they've got our logo on them there, and
Yep.
Sinorama partnered with us on them. So we got some
Nice.
for the floor. We got some that
Brilliant.
are practice social distancing. Please wait here. And oh, where's the and these it's been
Nice.
scrambly. It's been, you know, ever since day one there in March, it's just been scrambly. But
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
we have these for the front doors.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna have to call you back in a bit. Okay, I'm just doing a Zoom meeting. Could you call back in 5 minutes?
That's a
I
classic.
don't want to miss a call from our
That's
members.
true.
But here's so this is going to go on the front door of every business in our downtown that gets the kit. So it's COVID-19 compliant. So we thought we need to reassure our members,
Yeah.
you know, the shoppers as they're going out, that okay, in here there's some safe practices going on.
Yeah.
And we're going to
Yeah.
be also with that kit. We're giving away some. We're going to give some masks as well, and some hand sanitizer. Just a little kit to help, because financially, you know, right now our businesses they're searching, how am I going to get plexiglass? Oh my God, where's the signage? What do I put up? Do a handwritten sign? Or so we wanted some sort of something conformity that shows a branding. And we need to get it out quick, because all of a sudden, you know, they're constantly announcing the openings. So we need to be ready for that. And
Yeah.
our members really couldn't afford the $300 for, you know, these kits and all that. So we're providing them to our members for free. Limited supply right now. We have
Yeah, I'm sure.
50 units available, and it's first come, first served basis right now. And we'll see how it goes, how this program goes, whether we launch another 50.
Well done. I'll let you get back to your phone calls, and really appreciate you taking the time, Terry. Thanks again.
Thanks, Stu, and thanks for everything the Chamber's doing in their leadership on this. Sandra and you are doing the heavy lifting there with a lot of great reports and a great website, and it's been essential for me and our members. Thank you.
Well, we've got an awesome team, and all 7 of us are doing meaningful work. So same with you. Thanks, buddy. Take care.
Cheers.